Hey guys! Alright, so tonight we are going to jump right into it. I say tonight. I realize you're probably not watching this at nighttime. Maybe you are, I don't know. But I'm filming it at night after my kids go to bed. It's a little bit quieter usually. So if I say like the time of day or whatever, just, ignore that. But also I'm used to filming your videos that you do watch at night, so it's kind of easy for me to say that. So we're going to be reviewing because we have a quiz tomorrow. So you won't have a video tomorrow. You will just do the quiz that's in the packet, and it looks like this. No, I'm not going to show you the answers, but that's what it looks like. It's that white piece of paper. So I'm going to make sure you're good and ready for that, and then tomorrow, or Thursday, we'll have our normal algebra meeting on Zoom. And remember, if your first period, 10 a.m., fourth period 10:30, fifth period 11. But if for some reason you have time, something that's conflicting with your schedule, like another meeting or something else, you can jump into another class period, and it's okay as long as everybody doesn't do that. Everybody don't come to the 11 o'clock one just because you don't want to get up at 10. Okay. All right. So we're going to solve and sketch the quadratic. So we'll start with the first one. This is a trinomial. So when you see a trinomial, there's no GCF that needs to be pulled out. You just need to factor it first. We look at the number 24. We say what factors of 24 when added together would equals 11. So let's see, 8 and 3, right? So we're going to go x plus 8 and x plus 3. And then we're going to set those equal to 0. So you're going to get, when you set this one equal to 0, I'm sure y'all figured that out by now. It's just going to be the negative number of that, so it's negative 8. And then this one is negative 3. That's what they would be. X equals negative 3 and x equals negative 8. And then we can sketch the quadratics. This is where they pass through the x axis. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we have a dot here at negative 8, 0. A dot here at negative 3, 0. So it looks like this. Okay, and that's it. That's all we do for these. So x squared equals 49. Well, we got to put that 49 on this side of the equal sign. So we need to get it to equal 0. So x squared minus 49 equals 0. And right there you should see it's not a trinomial, so we're not going to do this. But it's a binomial, and its difference is squares. So these are both squared terms, right? So we could factor that into x minus 7 and x plus 7. And so your x-intercepts would be x equals positive 7 and x equals negative 7. And then, so we go over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, negative 7, positive 7. That's a wide one, okay? So, right there. Okay, down here, we need to put this negative 6x over here. So when you do that, you get x squared plus 9 plus 6x equals 0. Well, we want it to be in x squared, then x, then 9, because that's just the proper way to put a trinomial. So we're going to just move that around. X squared plus 6x plus 9 equals 0. And now that's a trinomial we can factor. Okay, there's no GCF to pull out here. So factors a 9, that equals 6. I hope you're thinking 3 and 3. If so, you're thinking correctly. And then our x's are going to equal negative 3. So, remember, if we get the same x-intercept, there's only one x-intercept, and that tells us that that is that vertex. Okay? So it looks like that. Because it doesn't cross it twice, the x-axis. Here, difference of squares again. X minus 3, x plus 3, and we get 3, x equals 3, x equals negative 3. Oh man, I made a big error that I just noticed. Did anybody catch it? Look guys, this isn't difference of squares. So we have difference of squares, you have to have the difference. You have to subtract. Ain't no subtraction there. That's addition. So, that's not how you do this. Okay, we have to chalk this up as a can't factor problem. I was thinking, this is really easy, right? So, if you go back to last night's notes, what we did was we made that table. But look, this one's easy because it's not a trinomial. Last night was a trinomial, okay? This is just a binomial, and it's just x squared plus 9. Well, you know what x squared plus 9 is. You just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because this plus 9 is, remember, that's the shift up. It shifts up 9. So, right here. Okay? X squared plus 9. It's going to look like that. Right there. Because it's just an x squared plus 9. So it shifted from here, which is your parent function, all the way up to 9. Okay. A cliff diver jumps from a ledge that is 48 feet above the ocean. 48 feet above the ocean. It's positive. Her distance from the ocean can be calculated by d equals, I'm going to write this down, negative 16t squared plus 8t plus h, where h is her initial height and t is seconds. How long will it take her to hit the water? Okay, so if we know she's at 48 feet above the ocean, that is her initial height. Now we can rewrite this. Okay, so we're trying to figure out t, the time. How long will it take her? That's the t. So we can solve this. Just like what we've been doing up here. This is a trinomial, but let's see. Is there a difference of square? Yeah. Let's see here. Let's try to factor out an 8. And you get negative 2t squared plus t plus 6. Oh, not t. That's a plus. This is a t. 6. Alright, so now we need to see, we need to factor this. What factors of 6 could equal 1? Positive 6 could equal 1. Well, there's 3 and 2, 6 and 1. But it can't be 3 times a negative 2 because it needs to equal positive 6 when it's multiplied. And 3 plus 2 equals 5. 6 plus 1 equals 7. So, this one we can't factor. Curveball. Okay, but what we can do over here is like what we did last night. Okay, x and a y chart. When you can't factor a trinomial, make a chart. Start with 0. X is 0. When you say 0 for x, 0 times t squared is going to be 0, plus 8 times 0 is 0, plus 48. So your y is going to be 48. Alright, and then where would it be? Where would y be 0? That's what we need to figure out, because our y is our distance. Remember, it's y equals blah, 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 blah. It said d equals, that's distance. So this is if it's on the cliff. So if our y is 0, let's see if we can figure this out. I know the answer has to be 2 seconds. Okay? And because I have the key. But it doesn't say the notes on how they get there. But I do know that x, well, this is your t value here, and this is your d. X is 2 when y is 0. So I think it's because I'm not sure how they got that. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Ah, wait. Here's one thing I didn't notice. This still has a number in front of it. So, remember last unit? Back up, guys. I just noticed. When you pull out a GCF, if there's still a coefficient left in front of the squared term, you have to go and put that at the end. Remember that? And you say negative 2 times 6 is negative 12. Okay, remember how you bring it over to the end, and then you take it out at the end? So now we're left with 8. So t squared plus t plus negative 12. Okay, that's kind of confusing. So now we say what factors of negative 12 could equal t? Well, that's a 3 and a negative 4. Yay! That makes a negative 3 and a positive 4. Sorry. Because it needs to be a positive 1 that they equal when they add. So then you get 8 comma t minus 3 and t plus 4. Whew. Okay. Do you remember what we did next? If you look in your notes, you can bring this back to memory. We couldn't forget about that negative 2. So this is where you have to divide each one by 2, right? I don't have my notes with me from last unit, which this is killing me. So tomorrow, I'm going to ask one of y'all that has your notes. They're at school. Mine are at school. I didn't think I would need them for this unit, but I was wrong. So I wanted to make sure I'm telling you the right way, because I definitely don't want to teach you the wrong way. But I do know that we do this, and I believe then it becomes 2 minus 2t minus 3, and this is 2, so 2, and t plus 2, because 4 divided by 2 is 2. Okay. So I think that's where we get it, but we can't forget about the 8. Yeah. Let's scrap that one. I know the answer's 2 here, and I don't think you're going to have one of those on your test. So if you remember how to figure this out, and you can look in your notes from last time, please tell us. You will be the algebra student of the day. Okay, so moving on. Sketch a parabola with roots to negative 2. Sorry guys, this is a negative 2 and negative 8. Okay. Which opens upward. What is the line of symmetry? Okay, so negative 2 and negative 8. So remember, I told you might see called roots. This is the same thing as x-intercepts and zeros. So it's basically where it's crossing the x-axis. 6, 7, 8. Right there and right there. Opens. Oh, positive 8. This is a positive 8. Shoot. Okay. Opens upward. Okay. So, line of symmetry. To get our line of symmetry, we add the x's and then divide by 2. So our x's were negative 2 plus 8 divided by 2. So negative 2 plus 8 is 6 divided by 2 is 3. Our line of symmetry is x equals 3, which is right there. Alright, that was from last night, or yesterday. Write the equation of a quadratic which opens downward and is more narrow than its parent function. Downward, and it's more narrow. This is from last unit, okay? So remember, if it's downward, that means it's going to have a negative a. And it's narrow, that means it's going to have a positive, a number in front of x squared, not a fraction. It's going to be greater than 1. So we could say anything, but it needs to be a negative whole number in front of the x. So let's just say negative 4 x squared, because our parent function is x squared. Let's kind of review. Sketch a parabola that has no real solutions. This is fun. No real solutions means there's no x-intercepts. So it could be up here, it could be down here, but never crosses the x-axis. Basically, that's what it means. There's no x-intercepts. Okay? Alright? So for your homework, you're going to be doing some review. More review. I'm looking ahead to your quiz on Friday to see if there's anything here that might need to work out with you. So on your quiz, you see what your quiz looks like, so it's not like it's a surprise. I'm just trying to find if there's anything that's going to be super hard. Okay, no, I'll go ahead and, I don't see anything right now. I'll go ahead and do number 3, I don't know why, looks fun, with you, and number 5. Okay, so 3, well, it's already equal to 0, so that's good news. Oh, sorry. So now we're just going to factor this trinomial. There's no GCF to pull out. What are factors of 16? That will equal a negative 10, negative 8, and a negative 2. What do y'all think? That works. Yep. Multiplied together equals positive 16. Added together equals a negative 10. So x minus 8 and x minus 2. Okay. All we're just doing is finding the solutions by factoring. So we get x equals 8 and x equals 2. Okay. And on this one, we need to move this negative 9x to the other side. So it can be equal to 0. X squared, I'm going to go ahead and put it in the middle. Plus 9x, because remember you have to add 9x to both sides. So plus 9x, just to put it in order, plus 20 equals 0. Alright, here's your number, 20. What are factors of 20? That will equal 9. 5 and 4, right? 5 times 4. So x plus 5 and x plus 4. And that's going to give us x equals negative 5 and x equals negative 4. Alright. So this one, what they're telling you here is they give you area x squared minus 17x plus 66, and they said area is 84, so all that equals 84. So we got to put 84 on this side. So you have to subtract 84 on both sides to get it over, and then you can factor for it. So it'll be x squared plus 17x minus 18. Because 66 minus is 18. And now that's equal to 0. Take your negative 18. What factors of negative 18 will make a positive 17 when added together? And really, I know 18 and 1. So x plus 18. Nope. I did not write this right. This is a subtraction. I mean negative. X minus 18, because it needs to make a negative 17. And x plus 1. And so your x-intercepts become 1, negative 1, and a positive 18. I don't want to put it like that because I want you to think that's x and y 4. There we go. Sorry, I couldn't see that. Okay, this we did on the review. This we did on the review that I just did with you. Write equation of a quadratic which opens downward and is wider than that. You could do that. Okay, and then we're on to the quiz. So you guys don't have too much to do for homework on your own. Please come with questions to our chat tomorrow, and I'll try to get all those questions answered. Just remember, you are loved, and I miss seeing you every day, but I'm trusting that you guys are being good, and you're living it up, sleeping in, and Netflixing your hearts out. So, anyways, bye!